So this is going to be part two to a video I did earlier after I purchased some of these tools. I've been using them for a little while, and I can give a more experienced opinion on how I feel about them. Largely, not much has changed in terms of this one right here. The half-inch impact wrench works really well. I've used it on my truck, on on my motorcycles. It's been a workhorse. I even used it on a rusty boat trailer, and it struggled a little bit against the rusty boat trailer, but it's not ultra breakaway torque rated. So a little unsurprised that I had trouble with that. But I mean, overall, this one's been pretty good. This little drill, I've used it to drill some of the stuff out around here for some of my other projects. I don't really use this one as much, especially since it's just a drill, and I do more mechanic stuff, not woodworking or anything like that. But overall, it's been pretty decent. And then finally, I bent and got the impact driver drill, and this thing has been honestly the workhorse. It's been almost as much of a workhorse as this one has been, the quarter-inch impact drill driver. It's been super nice. I've been using it to buzz off nuts and bolts and stuff on my motorcycles mostly, but I've even used it a little bit on my truck when I was doing the brakes. I used it a little bit, and honestly, the brushless, I wouldn't recommend anyone get anything other than brushless. This has been a treat for me, and it was only like $70, I think. Harbor Freight had a deal where I got these two batteries. They're extreme amp hour batteries. It's a 4 and 8 hour amp hour battery, respectively. It was like $110 or something. It was pretty cheap for two batteries. It was like a battery and a tool deal, but they had the 4 hour and the 8 hour amp hour battery, and I thought, well, I mean, if I get those two batteries plus this 5 amp hour, which isn't their extreme, but whatever, these are their 21 700s, and these are the 18 600. This is an 18 600 battery, but those have been workhorses. I use them all the time. I purchased this little like 12 or 20 volt adapter for USB. It's for like USB charging like your phone and stuff. And honestly, I've been using the 5 amp hour to charge my phone and stuff while I work and do things like that, and then just use these two on these tools. And I mean, honestly, I have all my bases covered in terms of like battery. I might, if I get the ultra torque impact driver or impact wrench, excuse me, for whatever reason, I would definitely get that 12 amp hour. But and then I got this little thing right here. It's going to be hard to open with one hand, and I can't do it with one hand. But I got this little set right here. It's been pretty nice. I don't know. I think someone's borrowing it, but I have some drill bits for these two. They're shank. I prefer that, honestly, than over the just regular drill bits. And these impact rated impact rated bits been pretty nice, I guess. It's nice because they're all magnetic, and especially in this one right here, they get locked in. They get locked in pretty hard. It doesn't feel like they're going to come out. So overall, I've been very satisfied, especially like I said with these two. As I said, I'm more on the mechanic side, so I use these more for mechanic related stuff, which is why I have these shank adapters in there. This one's found kind of a use, though. I mean, especially for lighter work where I don't need to impact buzz something on or off, or even, like I said, with the small amount of like woodworking that I do for just like really basic stuff, usually just related to mechanicking. But overall, this charger's been pretty nice. Like I said, since I have three batteries, I can just kind of juggle between the three, and I've never gotten close because I'm not really professional right now. I've never gotten close to needing like a dual charger or more than the three batteries that I got. Like the 4 and 8 hour, the 8 hour is overkill. Like the 4 hour is probably fine. Even like the 2 hour, I'd probably be fine with, because I mean, most of the time when I'm working on something, I'm not buzzing constantly. I'm not constantly going, you know, I'm not doing that for hours on end. So I don't know. Overall, very satisfied.